What's going on, athletes? Welcome back to another week in review. A little different setting for you. We just got some new furniture, and it's a beautiful day out, so we thought, why not? We'll bring it outside. Front porch session for you here. A little front porch sitting. If you don't know, I'm Gabriel Wilson. This is my brother Noah Wilson. We have the dream and ambition to eventually open up our own gym. This is documenting our path, what we've done so far. If you guys want to go watch our past videos, you'll get up to date, and what we're going to do moving forward to get closer to that goal. So with that being said, let's get into it.
So this week started off our first week back into school. For a lot of you guys, you know at this point, this is our last semester of our undergrad. So we are in the middle of our internship. And let's kind of dive into that a little bit more for this first week, because that was definitely the big thing for this first week. As we mentioned in the last video, we have to, for the internship, we have to get up a lot earlier than what we were used to, and that's been the biggest struggle this week, is getting up, because we're having to get up at 4. That way so we can make it there with plenty of time and get there by 6. So we're rocking 7-hour days on Monday and Friday, and then we do 4-hour days on Tuesday and Thursday. But overall, this first week from the internship was honestly about as good as we could have asked for. Yeah. We're getting the information that we want, because we are getting a lot of the business. Every single day that we've been there, we've been able to sit down with Keith, the owner of the facility, and talk shop with him, talk business. Yep. And that's been just phenomenal. We're also getting a little bit of time working with clients, and then also the other things as far as like maintenance of the facility and, you know, moving equipment or maintaining equipment. We had to take apart a bike the other day and figure out what the problem was, and then give prices on swapping out or potentially selling another piece of equipment that's there. And it's all just part of the day in, day out ebbs and flows of the business. So it's really, really awesome. And then we get to ask the personal questions that we want. And one of the most beneficial parts of this first week was actually something that we did on Friday. So Keith came to us and basically said, lay out your business plan, and I want you to present it to myself and a few other of the staff members. And that's exactly what we did, and got a lot of really good feedback, some things that we're actually gonna be implementing right from the start of when we get this gym off the ground and get this thing rocking and rolling, and some other things that will happen a little bit more down the road once we get into it a little bit more. But got some really, really solid critiques, got some really great ideas to work with, and it, like I said, it really couldn't have been a better first week, aside from being very tired. Yeah. But we'll get a little more used to it, and even if we don't, you know, at the end of the day, we're getting good information out of this internship. We're gonna milk it for all it's worth, because we're only gonna be able to get right about 12 to 13 weeks, maybe a little bit more of this internship. So we need to get all we can out of it.
Yep. So we've got a total of 300 hours that we've got to accomplish. Right now we're shooting for 22, 23 hours a week usually, so that puts us right around the 13 weeks. And just to elaborate more on those Tuesdays and Thursdays, the reasons we're only there for 4 hours is then we have to leave, and we've got a class on campus, so we got to run to campus and do that class, and we got another class. And so we're not just doing the internship, we are also still in school. We've got 6 credit hours of the internship, another 6 credit hours of normal classes that we can run off to. Otherwise, we'd love to be there for a full 40-hour week, just getting it done. That'd be ideal, but because of the whole COVID thing, it's not the way it turned out, but that's all right. Man, these peepers are loud.
Yeah.
These cicadas. Yeah. Hopefully y'all can hear us all right, but we'll keep trucking. If not, we'll have to record another video inside, but that's all right.
We'll just we couldn't miss this opportunity. We just got the outdoor furniture, and if you know anything about us, we love front porch sitting, baby. So couldn't resist for today. But so just to give a little bit more about our other 2 classes, one is primarily a business class. That's the one that we're actually in person for, and then we have another class that is more car going by, and then we've got another class that is online, and that one's more of a communication type. So definitely good information that we can get out of both of them, but obviously our main focus for school is this internship. That's where we're getting what we want
Right.
out of it, and the others kind of just a little bonus we put, a little extra.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yep. All right. So with that, let's move on to the barn and how we've gotten close to that. So as you guys saw, we had painting that we did on the exterior, and like we talked about in the other video, the siding is good to go. It's that, I think they call it Plitanium T111 stuff. It comes in 4 foot by 8 foot tall sheets, so it's not too bad. Someone's having fun. Not too bad there. We just today bought 21 new sheets of that to put on the back side. Our backside's already done, you guys, so I'll put it on the side and the front. So we're going to take off the vinyl that's on there because it just looks cheap, and honestly we can do it better. So we're going to take that off and clean it up, and then we're going to paint again. Eventually we'll have the excavator come out and we'll dig out around it and waterproof it even more than we've already done. We've done a little bit, buttoned it up to make sure it wasn't leaking, but just to be safe and sorry, I don't want it, in 2 years all of a sudden, there's a little leak that we just noticed. So we're going to dig out a little bit around, we're going to tar it, we're going to put gravel down there, we're going to have outshoots, all that good stuff. Another big thing is as soon as the outside is done, which we're getting close, as soon as we get those 2 sides done and wrapped up pretty, we're ready to give this guy a call. I've got him lined up to come in and put 2 beams, raise the ceiling, put 2 beams in, and then stud out a bathroom for us. And yeah, as soon as that's done, it's going to be a bunch of drywall. It's going to be running some water from one side of the barn to the other. Then the outshoot goes there and hooks up to the septic tank better on that side. And a lot of little things like that. So we are moving, we are trucking. We still have the goal of having the barn done by the new year. And we want the business somewhat up. We want to be able to have clients at least by the new year. That's the goal. Whether we have our website up, our pricing and everything else fully operational by the new year, if we could do it, we're gonna. But the goal is definitely have the barn done so we can house clients, and then we can still progress on those other things. And that goes back to what Noah was saying with this internship. Keith actually knows how to design a website. He designed his own website for the Correct Feed up in Zionsville. So great resource we can tap in there. And he's already got us looking at other things like MindBody, which is a site where you can put all your information in. It gives you a schedule and helps you, with payment, accounting, and clients and schedules. It does it all pretty much for you. And, that kind of information is things we just didn't know, and he's given it to us. So, yeah, we're extremely grateful, and it's only been 1 week. So I can't wait for the rest of it.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So really, really driving that point home that this internship for this first week just really, really been solid.
Right.
But with the internship, and we're doing right about this first week we did about 23 and a half hours. So we're anywhere between 20 to 25 hours a week,
Right.
On top of school, on top of working.
Yep.
So
On top of renovation.
yeah, so we're running pretty rampant each and every day.
Yeah.
But it's all moving things forward it's great that we're doing it, because going from where we were just over the summer kind of got stagnant for a little bit. You heard us say that in a couple of the videos, but now we're just full steam ahead, baby, and we're just pushing.
Yep.
But with that, our social media does take a little bit of a hit. So you probably, if you've been keeping up with us this week, we really didn't get a lot of our standard posts throughout the week. We always have like to get our Meme Monday out there just to give something a little fun there at the start of the week. We did maintain that, but what we've kind of transitioned, we'll still be putting content out there when we can, and when we think about it, and when we're kind of have the motivation to do it and a good idea comes up, because we don't want to force it too much to keep content out there. But what you probably noticed, a lot of you guys, is we're really starting to use our stories a lot more, and that's something that we just didn't utilize that much in the past. So we're really hitting our stories hard, and for us it works out really well, because we can just boom bang and we're done with that story. We're getting out the information that we want, we're keeping everybody up to date throughout the week, and then And then at the end of the week, we're hitting you with the week in review to really just sum up all of these things and keep you fully up to date. So really, actually, really liking the stories. We're getting some good feedback. We've had some of you guys ask some really solid questions. You know, when we put just for an example, we put a story up earlier this week about us squatting in our socks, and we got a question about that. And you know, that's something that both of us have been doing for a while now, because a lot of times when we were squatting in shoes, now yes, you can get good squat shoes for it, but you know, a little too much padding on them, didn't feel like you could really feel the ground, and a lot of times at the tip of the shoe it really closes in, so then you don't have room to spread your toes out and really flatten that foot out. And so that's something that we've definitely implemented when we're squatting and deadlifting, is we go in just socks, and that works out really well for us. But yeah, it's those types of questions that honestly we really enjoy. We like talking about that. We like getting your guys' input, and it makes it a lot simpler in many ways to do it on our stories. So we're really going to be hitting those stories and trying to keep that throughout the weeks as well.
Yeah, and I think that pretty much wraps it up for this week. Yes. So we did it. Internship, hectic week, a little social media, a little update on the barn. That's it, guys. So with that, we'll send you off. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.